it's like it's art, man. You know what these guys do? It's art. So enjoy.
I know Mr. Savage having a public match got like 40 plus eliminations.
Aspetta, mamma.
Which is unheard of all by himself.
Mamma, le faccio io da solo.
So many ways you can watch those.
No, lo faccio io da solo, mamma.
I'm seeing a million plus of you guys tune in on in. As you guys know,
ma sono francesi.
Watch, you've got Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere where there's live streams. Also, a new Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at.
Vabbè, comunque raga, c'è Ninja e Nick Mers a parlare lì al coso, al bancone. E sono degli streamer incredibili.
This is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever seen for an esports event, and I know people flooding on in from the outside.
Cioè raga, è un impegno andarsela a vedere tutta sta World Cup.
This is literally what I've been waiting for like 3-4 months. The best of the best, all in the same lobby. All right, in the qualifying matches on Sunday, you're playing against, you know, in a lobby, maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotations. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should too. Yeah. Also, other things that note to take to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here, increased material favorites. Do you want to explain for everyone at home exactly how that all works? I'd absolutely love to. So, unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to be granted with 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing. And that's also going to give you 1 point as well. They also drop 50 mats of each, wood, brick, and metal. So, you know, eliminations are definitely going to pay off early game as you guys can stack up those materials.
Yep, and remember, that is when you get a full elimination, not when you knock down an opponent.
Correct.
So, if I knock a player, you'll see in this, a lot more times, teams will immediately try to finish that elimination, get the health, go pick up the materials, maybe secure some extra loot. There's a look at the lobby screen, and, you know, Ninja, I was laughing with you earlier when the players were warming up earlier today, because I got some warm-up games in, obviously.
Kingstar è uno dei più forti player francesi. Ghost Aiden da pad, ragazzi, Ghost Aiden.
They're all editing, they're all aiming, none of them are just sitting still. The nerves running through them insane. The average age in today's tournament
una ragazza così, cioè 2 ragazzi che
giocano. $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you have spent your money on? I don't even want to know. Why not even ask that?
Minchia, col trooper.
Candy and energy drinks, man. I didn't really.
So basically the same as today.
Exactly. Nothing really would change. Nothing's changed.
No, it's so much fun.
Cioè, raga, Nick Mers e Ninja.
Looking at these duos, looking at these contested areas, right? Loot Lake has been a very hot topic.
Yeah, man.
You know, Aiden had been landing there throughout all qualifiers. You see, you know, Mongrel and
cioè, Nick Mers gioca da pad.
Tilted Towers.
Invece Ninja è da mouse stasera, come tutti sanno.
In your opinion, right now you play 6 games. You know how detrimental it could be to your mental state if you have one where you kind of drop right off.
Cioè, è uno dei top player Ninja.
What is your game plan here? Are you going for it? You don't care how many people land there? You just go and play your game? Or I think you shy away? What do you do?
Oh, man, these guys have been practicing. They know that they're going to be contested. They know that, and they're not, you know, if they're, you know, intelligent players.
Mamma, tu vai, madonna mia.
World Cup qualifiers are going to go exactly where they go. They're going to push where they're going to push. And, you know, they're not going to care who it's going to be. Now, me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play. But, dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd definitely defer and try to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, you have one bad game. Getting over that, that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first. Yeah. That's going to be something that you're going to be thinking about in the second game, the third game. Oh, my gosh, should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over. Dude.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down. You're like eagerly wanting to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us. But again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now.
Cioè, raga, loro stanno sopra tutto. Ninja e Nick Mars stanno sopra tutti i player.
It's a fun little, you know, hide and go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It's hilarious. I mean, you're literally getting like angry.
Dai, provato.
Right when we're about to, you know, make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so fun. I mean, you could be a toilet. You know, you want to be anything. You want to be a pink flamingo, a bus. Go for it.
Go for it.
Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of prop hunt that we play. But again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, prop hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings. Obviously, Arena, it's been talked about, Ninja. This is the most played in qualifier for a tournament ever in the history of gaming. 40 million competitors, down to the top 200. To be exact, 178 because of the double qualified players.
Dai, dove? Eccolo, Ghost Aiden.
And that is, you can't even put in like your head just how insane those numbers are.
Noto che gioco da
Important
padre.
to show
Lo
and
so.
let everyone know that, man. Just Epic continues to change the game, making these qualifiers online. It just allowed so many of these kids to be here today because they've been able to play, you know, from the comfort and safety of their home instead of traveling across the world just to qualify. So I think this is one of the first times we've seen something like this, a qualifying like
Bell
this.
Scarlett.
I'm just excited to watch these
Cover
kids dominate
tweets.
the next freaking 4 hours, 6 hours. I'm ready to stay
You
here all night.
wank.
I'm down to sit here all night.
Cioè, raga, è pesante da vedersela tutta la volta.
You have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and
Tutti sti
genres.
tizi.
The one thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does as playing at home. So for these guys, what are some tips that you can share?
Dai, però, mamma!
As they're playing, maybe on land for the first time.
Well, do what I always tell people when they're saying, you know, hey, Ninja, I'm going to a tournament. Any advice, right? You know, do exactly what you do at home, all right? If you wear socks and, you know, no shoes at home.
Ok, arrivo.
Arrivo,
raga.
wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, that's exactly what you should be wearing right now when you're competing, right?
Yep.
Don't try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the games, water, energy drinks, whatever the case may be, or, you know, eat what you're going to eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing the entire time at home.
I've even heard of stuff as far as like don't change your sleep schedule and what you're gonna do for this. Like literally take it like it normally is. Now, again, we talk about how there's $30 million on the line of the Fortnite World Cup Finals across today and tomorrow, but there's already been $3 million in prize money given away this weekend. That happened yesterday at the Creative World Cup Finals. Let's take a look.
Plays, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that.
You could tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need 1 coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
Here it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger. You realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million.
It's unreal. Like, if you want to practice with death runs, you need to, like, do it slow. Don't go in blindly. Like, try and, like, change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu, can you see yourself doing even more with creative? I mean, the success of today. Will you continue to go and play creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I feel like there's a lot of potential in creative still. And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I'll probably end up like saving most of the money, maybe like some investments.
He's 18 and he just won $336,000. What are you going to do with the prize?
Rent? Rent. Yeah, I think rent.
I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to save my money.
I am going to be responsible and probably just invest most of it and try and get even more money back.
All right, guys, congratulations again. Absolutely outstanding job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see what the future of Creative Fortnite looks like.
Cioè, questi hanno vinto il coso in creativa. Cioè, soldi a casa così proprio.
The Creative World Cup Finals, so much fun yesterday. Again, congratulations to Scissors and his team. $1.3 million won. I'm going to address the elephant in the room here, and it's not Tim the Tabman. You didn't win that, Tyler.
That's correct.
What exactly happened here?
That's correct. No, we got 4th place, but, you know, the crew that I picked out, man, Pal, Taco, Kaz, just a good bunch of kids, man. I mean, I think, and I also got to meet a lot of the creators, the ones who developed a lot of the maps. And just a lot of passion from these guys.
Cioè, questi vengono pagati per giocare. E poi ci sono le persone che si vanno a spaccare il culo. E vengono pagate molto di meno. Bella che sta guardando la streaming. Cioè, Ninja Enigma, raga.
And again, I know I talked to Scissors about it too. He can't believe just how far it's gone from his original runs he made to now. It kind of inspired one of the 3 maps yesterday. For you, what was your favorite? Was it kind of the prop hunt run?
Junkyard Juke, bro.
Okay.
Hands down, Junkyard Juke is the most fun game I've ever played. I mean, if you're going to go in with a crew of like 32 people, if you can even muster up a crew of 32 people, like I want that to be a playlist where I can just go and play Junkyard Juke, and it just fills in 32 people. It's so much fun, man.
I'm with that. What about, should we get the whole squad together? Or
I'm down with. Oh, we totally should. We should get a massive content creation squad and just go into that. It'd be the most funny thing in the world. Look, I mean, there's nothing greater when you're a little teddy bear and you're just walking around like trying to make it in. It's amazing, man.
Hey, listen, it's all fun and games here. Obviously, the theme of this weekend. Things going on outside of the fan festival. There's also the Battle Pass redemption. Everyone here has got tickets, has the commemorative tickets. So many things to look back on and remember these moments. For a lot of people here, whether they're players or
sono pronti per entrare in partita, raga.
Fans who traveled, it's their first time to New York City. Such a legendary, iconic place to have this major.
Comunque è un evento leggendario,
Continuing to fill on in, just getting some final things set up for the game so we can get it all launched for you. But trust me, we're all eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received the word that we want, Ninja. The game is ready to go.
I'm ready. The first Vic Roy, man. Who's it going to be, guys? All right, I want you guys to scream out your favorite duos right now, man. Let's make some noise.
Who do you think's going to win today? Scream it. I want to hear. Oh, it's gibberish. None of it makes sense.
I think I hear Mongrel, Nitro.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now.
Cos'era?
This is going to be intense.
Dai, però io voglio power.
Honestly, nerve-wracking.
Dove fanno power? Là c'è Ghost
Off the bus, man.
Mongrel? Quello è Mongrel, sì.
Someone's going to be eliminated. Who's going to be the first one?
Sì, questo, cioè, sì. Lo vedo, quello è Fizz Mongrel. C'ha pure la maglietta di Fizz. Quanti altri Fizz stanno? Raga, me lo ricordo ieri in Mr. Savage.
To dominate today, Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, and they're heading right towards Happy Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times, and this is contested.
Already contested.
You're flying on into here, Ninja. The early game's so key, and already Benji Fishy trying to put shots down range with that revolver, but area is contested. You see they're kind of split from each other right now. What are the comms like in this exact moment?
I mean, I think right now they're just going to be trying to hear exactly where these guys are, footsteps, any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I watch these guys play literally every week because they're from EU, so they were before NA qualifiers. And yeah, this is exactly where they normally land. Savage and Benji, they don't always land on top of one another. And you're honestly at a disadvantage if you do land in the same house because you're going to be getting less...
C'è Mr. Savage. Cioè, per me, raga, questo fight è tra Tux, Warren, Mr. Savage, Benji Fishy. Per me la vince la squadra di Mr. Savage. Anche perché ieri ha fatto molto Mr. Savage. Manca tanto. C'è uno con la palla, un altro work. Per profondo tanto fight. Attenzione, già 2 team sono stati uccisi. Questo ha 2 kill. Però raga, io non vedo i punti. Dove sono i punti? Vabbè, credo 2 kill. Però non vedo i punti. Cioè raga, qualsiasi città è occupata. Qualsiasi. Cioè, tutta la mappa è occupata. Tutta.
Tetra hasn't found any shields, but because 2 eliminations come on through, he gets both. That's 50 shield per elim, putting him at max HP, and now he can completely change how he takes this fight. It's not like the normal games where you're still stuck at 100 health and you might second guess what you want to do. You might play a little bit more passively. No, because of those early elims, they now have Dusty Divot to themselves. They pushed out the Asian duo, pushing towards that top Dusty Divot side of XXM and Mend, and now they're sitting pretty. Divot all to themselves. They've got metal galore here as well as wood.
Hanno tutti quel piccone, cioè è fighissimo quel piccone. Attenzione. No raga, guardate che c'è in basso a sinistra. Crash. Anche Scarlet, cioè raga, Scarlet me ne hanno parlato però non l'ho mai sentito. Cioè me ne hanno parlato ma non ho mai visto il suo gioco. Non posso giudicare.
get the quick elimination on the Brush. That's going to push back Brush's duo into Fatal Fields.
Mi hanno detto che è forte, ma io non posso giudicare perché non l'ho mai visto.
Fatal Fields is a underrated landing spot.
I think you can get everything at Fatal Fields. You definitely get wood and brick very
No, di
quickly.
bello non me ne hanno mai parlato di sicuro.
You can gather around, you know, there's a bunch of cars and things like that, some tractors there in the sticks. But listen, man, I'm really curious as to why they're not pushing Sizz.
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword too, because yes, Sizz is by himself, but we've all experienced how easily you can
Dai, raga, dai.
fields. And Sizz Lucky, these top players who
Endgame è bello di sta roba.
know how to actually navigate the
Ah,
loop
comunque, raga.
in the corn.
Ah, no.
So
I need to break the corn every time.
right, same. So I'm not good enough to know, but there's a certain path you can go on, and Sizz Lucky
No, Brush.
go back and pick up Brush's
Brush è stato ucciso.
Reboot Vans. Remember, when you get brought back, you only had 100 HP and a common pistol.
Sizz Lucky comunque messo benissimo.
If you are Scarlet and Bell, are you sprint back over that fight? I think so. Now across the map though.
Yu Yang. Cioè questi giocano a questo pompa.
Up against Vinny and Zexro, and there's the knock right there, Ninja.
Drum shotgun's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You can get inside somebody's
No.
right there. I mean, there's another knock with a drum shotgun.
Capo Bye è stato atterrato. Yu Yang.
He's got the shield advantage.
Zexro cioè proprio messo male. Scildati. Bravissimo.
Yeah, Zexro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back to full shield. And Yuang now in a tough spot. Do I try to
Cioè Yu Yang è messo bene.
Zex definitely can interrupt this now. He took too long to start going with the res, but it looks like he's just going to be going for the reloads, taking his time, and he might be dipping out. He's definitely staying aggressive, but he's going to get the revive off, and now it's 2-on-1 again.
Zexro staying confident though, knowing right now still at over 150 HP, the teammate has to be at 30 health. The wall comes through, trying to spray it, and it's not gonna happen, and you see Zexro right there, hands right to his head, some solid damage done, but Yuang dropped down to 59 HP, but with that elimination, we'll bump back up to over 100. Very, very close right there, Ninja, with the drum shotgun.
Very important is checking out the storm right now.
Che qualità di merda, raga.
You guys can't see the screen, but there are plenty of people who are outside. They're going to have to start their rotations in. And this is actually where a lot of very talented players with their aim can clean up a lot of kills. This is actually my teammate and I's reverse. Our strategy was to try to get in those spots where you can beam people who are going to be flying throughout the sky using a lot of the slipstreams and just taking advantage of, you know, your incredible accuracy.
A little update too on Sizz Lucky. They did get the reboot in Fatal, so they're both back in play.
Raga, nel frattempo sfrutto una cosa.
92 players left, and a definite fan favorite here. Nate and of FaZe Clan.
Sfrutto un po' di momenti per giocare a sto gioco. Faccio cagare. No raga, purtroppo quello non lo posso prendere. Sì, 92.000. No, non ce la faccio. Ma non ho mai... Ah sì, me lo ricordo di sto boss fight. Però con mouse e tastiera non ho mai giocato, quindi... No raga, con mouse e tastiera non ho mai giocato a sto giochino. No raga, non ci ho mai giocato, non ci riesco. No raga, non so giocare. Cioè, se volete che uso il pad, almeno so giocare di più. Che vuoi? Madonna, ma tranquilla, ma... Madonna, mamma! Cioè...
Zone has just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. I absolutely think it's going to happen. haven't really done any damage will know that they're going to be at a point where their hand is kind of got to be forced. They're going to have to put on a little bit of aggression. You're going to see the game pick up just a little bit here. There's a snap.
Ho fame. Anzi, non prendo Cosa? Dove è andato Paolo? No. Quitta. Ciao. Ciao Paolo. Quitta, muoviti. Sto grande figlio. Minchia. Sergio, io mo dovrei andare, però lascio la play accesa. Ok. Sergio, è una questione di pochi minuti, ok? Sì, mamma! Mi devo mettere soltanto i pantaloncini che non trovo oltretutto. 15 minuti? Sì, forse anche 20. Ok. Ma la maglia quale mi metto? Basta che a caso. Scusa, ma sbaglio Fortnite è buggato? No, Fortnite fa cagare. Ah, ok. Ma pensi... Arrivo già, ci vediamo dopo. Ok. Mamma, poi posso venire in ciabatte? E poi non vengo. Do questa maglia di Mauro. No, fame proprio.
Ce la faccio a farmi una doccia?
Ball rotation for the second movement circle.
That would be your 2 picks, so good for you, alright. I have to owe you a bet there, man.
Mm. Salotto, io vado. A casa. Ok. Se proprio non rispondo che mi ho persa. Se proprio non rispondo ma non penso, non mi ho persa.
Minchia, ma ho fame. Ho fame. Ma lei pizza quando la dobbiamo mangiare? 10. Sì, guarda. A che ora mangiamo? Dai, alle 8:15. Che cazzo di minchia di radio, porco. Judy Bubasco. Mix. Dio qua. Madonna. Andiamo a vedere. Se non devo vedere, penso a vedere a qualcun altro.